For us regular folks, escaping a disaster means grabbing our emergency go bags, putting that pedal to the metal, and driving away for dear life.
Hold on tight.
But when doomsday is upon us, where would you take shelter? Lucky for you, we've scoured the earth for the best spots where you could Netflix and chill as the world comes to an end. Here are the 10 most amazing bunkers to ride out the apocalypse. What's up, Acnatics? This is Discovery Amuse serving up your daily dose of the most outrageous, outlandish, and out-of-this-world fun facts. Stay tuned till number 1, because in this doomsday vault, you will never go hungry.
Apocalypse, apocalypse, we caused it with our dumbness.
Number 10. Atlas Survival Shelters. If you've got $50,000 lying around, then this might be a great addition to your doomsday survival kit.
Let him jump down
I
there.
was gonna say you can get down there and move your stuff around.
Oh, you can go under the floor.
Located in Sulphur Springs, Texas, Atlas Survival Shelters is the largest fallout shelter factory in the world. The company utilizes galvanized corrugated pipes that measure 32 by 10 feet for the basic option, including a bedroom plus extra bunks and a shower room.
Hey, the shower is for one, not two.
The shelters are complete with storage where you can store up to a year's worth of food to ensure that you have enough to munch on while the rest of the world crumbles over you. And if that's not enough to convince you, these tubes are powered by solar panels equipped with their own air filtration system and could survive multiple bomb blasts, as well as chemical and biological attacks.
But the good thing is, let's say you've lost all your power. This is what's great about my air system. You can manually operate this air system. You just take this handle right here, you just hook it on there, and if you want, you can tighten down the screw so the handle doesn't come off.
If you're still on the fence, you could also try renting one of their bunkers for as little as $1,000 for 3 days. Pretty cool, right? Keep watching, because our top pick could literally save humanity from hunger after the end of days. Number 9. The Caverns Suite. Tucked 220 feet underneath the Grand Canyon in Arizona, the Grand Canyon Caverns Suite feels sturdy enough to handle multiple bomb blasts. It could very well keep you intact in the event of a zombie attack.
Don't swing! Swing!
The 220 by 400 foot subterranean luxury suite started catering to thrill-seeking guests sometime in 2001.
And would you guys like me to pour you guys a glass of wine?
Yes.
But its rich history spans decades. It's believed that a woodcutter named Walter Peck first chanced upon the caverns in 1927. In the hopes of finding gold and other valuable minerals around the area, Peck bought the land.
And just look at the surroundings, the huge, like cathedral ceilings.
And if you do rent the suite, you don't get just the suite itself, you get full run of the caverns.
The caverns have seen several changes of owners and were notably used as a bomb shelter during the Cuban Missile Crisis. But don't take the motel's capabilities lightly. It may not have the most top-of-the-line amenities, but it can keep 2,000 people safe when a cataclysmic event strikes.
It shakes so much. It is just such a different feeling being in here alone.
Ghost.
Stop saying that.
Number 8. Survival Condo. It's located in a 20-square-foot underground space that was once an Atlas nuclear missile silo. But the Survival Condo in Kansas isn't your ordinary escape room for when disaster wreaks havoc. Protected by 2 armored doors, reinforced by 9-foot-thick concrete walls, and packed full of everything you'll ever need, this is the ultimate doomsday prepper's paradise. The $3 million 15-floor subterranean shelter is designed to withstand nuclear attacks, severe flooding, and the harshest of tornadoes, while ensuring that its occupants get the best out of their isolated life. You surely won't miss the great outdoors, because the Survival Condo has incredible amenities like rock climbing walls, a hydroponic farm, and virtual LED windows displaying countryside scenes. It even has a freaking indoor saltwater pool.
Expect to see a resort pool and an underground bunker.
And we get drop jaws every time they go, "Are you kidding me?"
Students won't be left behind with their studies because they can take self-guided lessons in the state-of-the-art schoolroom. And during the weekends, kids and adults can enjoy movie night inside this huge home theater system.
There's a killer sound system in here with a projector. Just off the movie room, we have the bar.
And if the apocalypse lasts for more than a year, there should be no room for worries, as this condo could provide freeze-dried food and drinking water for 75 occupants for more than 5 years. Number 7. Vivos Europa One. The tagline literally says it's the ultimate survival solution for high-net-worth families. So, I guess the rest of us 99%ers can look somewhere else?
Okay, there's a lot of children starving in America, right? I mean, take a look at her. She's American, huh?
Carved under a 400-foot-tall mountain, Vivos Europa One was once envisioned as the most prominent luxury private shelter that can comfortably hold about 1,000 people. The 250-square-foot, privately owned underground complex can be found in Rothenstein, Germany. The Soviet-built estate promises adequate protection partnered with fully furnished amenities that could easily compete with 5-star hotels. Each quarter gets a 232-square-meter floor area that can fit a 2-story home depending on the customer's requests.
Listen, book me direct. I'm not taking a layover. The Sky Club isn't even open.
Vivos Europa One is designed to withstand biological and chemical attacks, massive shock waves and earthquakes, a direct airline crash, electromagnetic pulses, and even a powerful close-range nuclear blast. Virtually any type of natural and armed attack. But what sets it apart from others is that it's designed for total decimation.
What's happening?
When all living things end up annihilated, the small zoo and gene bank within the subterranean complex could help reconstitute the Earth's flora and fauna, because you never know. Number 6. Silo Home. Lying in the heart of New York's secluded Adirondack Mountains is the Atlas Missile Silo Home. Unlike the other bunkers on the list, Silo Home is not entirely concealed underground. On surface level, its appearance comes off as a standard cabin in the woods.
This is the surface home. As you see, it's a really open floor plan.
But there's literally more to this hideout than meets the eye, because a spiral stairway found in the middle of the cabin leads to a fallout shelter clad in 3-foot thick walls. The location used to house the control center of an Atlas nuclear missile silo back when the nation was on the brink of a nuclear war. 30 years ago, Bruce Francisco and his business partner bought the Cold War-era missile base, and the million-dollar fixer-upper has transformed into a cozy end-of-days bunker.
This is the upstairs launch control center. We've built this for living up here. My partner, who has a lot of kids now, he comes down here, and this is truly the ultimate man cave.
Strategically located on 8.3 acres of land just 50 miles south of the Canadian border, the silo offers 2,300 square feet of living space, a jacuzzi, and an entertainment room, apart from other basic amenities. Unfortunately, the 1960s-built military installation can only house a small family with only 1 bath and a bedroom, but much of its 12,000 square feet of space scattered on its 9-level design remains unused and offers a lot of room for renovations. Number 5. The Safe House. If an Autobot and a mansion had a love child, it would probably look something like this.
Humans have asked us to play by their rules.
Though not entirely below the ground, the safe house located in the outskirts of Warsaw, Poland, offers maximum security against all forms of attack. Just watch as its impenetrable, reinforced concrete walls slide open and close to completely seal off the property.
Gdy on się kurczy, jest, można powiedzieć, nawet nieładny, jest klockiem, ale kiedy się otwiera, staje się bardzo przyjaznym, ładnym, interesującym budynkiem.
Designed based on its owner's specifications, the house was conceptualized by KWK Promes to be sleek, stylish, yet shatterproof. The compelling monolithic design uses hinges and movable elements to offer unparalleled safety. This 27,000 square foot estate is also equipped with a retractable drawbridge, an armored gate, and all of these security features are operated using built-in electronic engines from inside the property. Zombies would have a hard time invading this house, that's for sure. Number 4. The Oppidum. Now here's another bunker that's only accessible to the filthy rich because you know money can buy you a higher chance of survival.
If being rich is wrong, we don't want to be poor.
Marketed as the biggest billionaire bunker in the world, the Oppidum in Czech Republic is less like a last resort doomsday shelter and more like a posh resort property tucked underneath the Earth's surface. Despite measuring a massive 323,000 square feet, the estate can only accommodate 7 families to ensure maximum opulent living within its 7 apartments. Each apartment has an above-ground level and a subterranean bunker that can be easily accessed through a secret corridor protected by a blast-proof door. The state-of-the-art complex is equipped with multiple security systems and numerous detection sensors and automated defense technology, and offers all lavish leisure facilities imaginable, from a fitness center to a luxury spa to a full-size cocktail bar.
We're celebrating another Godwin run!
Number 3. Vivos xPoint. It shouldn't come as a surprise that Vivos has 2 entries on this list. After all, they're the world's largest developer of underground blast-proof shelters.
My view from the beginning was they had to be comfortable. When you're on the inside, you've got to survive it psychologically.
Another jewel in their crown is the Vivos xPoint, a former munitions center in South Dakota that Vivos transformed into the largest doomsday community on the planet. Designed to accommodate 575 families, or a total of around 5,000 people within its massive 18-square-mile complex, the Vivos xPoint is built on the U.S. Army's Fort Igloo, which used to house the Black Hills Ordnance Depot and stored more than 800 bunkers for military weapons and ammo. Strategically built on a hill with an altitude of 3,800 feet, the bunkers at Vivos xPoint are well protected by thick berms of earth, and each shelter offers enough floor area good for 10 to 20 people.
So right now I'm standing in the living room area. As we come around to this side here, this is the kitchen area. This is all the plumbing's been set up for the kitchen.
The xPoint also ensures a wonderful post-apocalyptic experience with on-site amenities like a restaurant and bar, barbecue areas, hot tub spa, gym, shooting ranges, and hydroponic gardens on top of the regular facilities like a medical clinic, stores, and maintenance shops. And for all the trolls and haters claiming that Vivos is capitalizing on people's fears, here's what CEO Robert Ficino has to say.
No, we resolve people's fears. Our purpose is to provide hope, to provide a solution.
Number 2, Fort Knox. Of course, this list won't be complete without the United States Bullion Depository.
There she is, boys. The object of our unholy desire. The butter on our biscuit. Royal flush.
Skipper!
Private, what's our rule about interrupting analogies?
The facility is a fortified vault used to store a massive portion of the United States gold reserves. Touted as the most heavily guarded facility on the face of the earth, the Bullion Bunker is safely tucked within Fort Knox, the U.S. Army installation in Kentucky. However, the one thing that makes it a great place to be during complete chaos is also the thing that could well keep you out. Apart from its highly secured structure, the reserve is guarded by members of the elite U.S. Mint Police in the middle of a 109,000-acre U.S. military training ground. The gold depository is kept as one of the world's well-known secrets that no one can really tell what it looks like inside, what amenities it has, or if it's even real. Still, it might be worth a shot to head over to Fort Knox come Judgment Day. Before we go to our number 1 pick, do us a solid and make sure to smash the subscribe button and hit the notification bell. Don't forget to choose all so you won't miss out on any of our latest life-changing, boredom-busting content. And of course, be sure to turn on notifications in your app settings. Number 1. Las Vegas Underground Bunker. If you happen to be in Sin City when Armageddon strikes, this $18 million bunker is the perfect hideout. Once you step inside this inconspicuous, outdated suburban house that looks like it has seen better days, you can either take the stairs or the elevator to access the subterranean bunker.
Yep, and then here we go. 1. Okay, we're going down.
On the first floor, you'll be greeted by a grass carpet, some outdated furniture, and not the most modern-looking murals because, hey, this bunker dates back to the Cold War. But one thing this shelter has that others don't is this massive cryogenic chamber for when it's possible in the future to actually resurrect frozen bodies. The first floor is meant to resemble an outdoor yard, so there are fake palm trees, a swimming pool, and even a mini golf course.
Imagine if the world ended and you couldn't really go outside much because it was scary and there are things going on. This would be the place to be.
Entering the actual basement home is like stepping back into the 70s with all the old school furnishings, tacky chic wallpaper, and antiquated appliances only your grandma knows how to operate.
This is an old Foodmatic Preparation Center food processor, and it still comes with all of the different parts.
If you can get past all the pink curtains, the outdated tiles, and all the cheesy design choices, it's really not a bad place to crash in while riding out the end of days.
Even though we're underground, you have vaulted ceilings.
They really wanted to make it look like you're in a ranch house outside, and I think they succeeded.
It definitely has that feel.
Right.
So, which of these splendid survival spaces would you actually consider living in? Let us know in the comments section below. Take home any of our exclusive gear by browsing our merch shop or clicking the link in the video description. And while you're at it, take our quiz to find out how you can earn extra cash online, doing what you do best. Awesome, right? Now let's explore some unbelievable places you never thought existed. Don't miss our list of the 10 strangest borders on Earth. That one's a doozy. Till then, stay safe, Facnatics, and see you in the next video.